Warning. I Need a Date for the Wedding is a horrible podcast made by two horrible sinners named Gibbs and Shaw. Gibbs used to be a wholesome girl until she got opinionated. Shaw used to be a good old boy until he got self-medicated. Now they're two no-good chuckleheads who embody everything wrong with their generation. All they talk about is sex, drinking, and primates for some odd reason. But if y'all have traditional morals like me, y'all go leave now and go do some hunting.
Welcome, anyone and everyone listening out there. I'm Shaw.
I'm Gibbs.
She's trying to grow up.
He's really not.
And this is I Need a Date for the Wedding.
Who's going to catch the bouquet?
Who's going to catch the STI?
You didn't ask, but you'll find out all that and more.
Don't be shy.
Because we're really not.
And you probably shouldn't be listening to this at work. So here we are, episode 1. Can't believe we're finally doing this, man. Finally came together. I'm excited, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing you're excited as well, seeing as this was your idea.
Yeah, and at some point in the very near future, you're probably going to say something that makes me regret having that idea.
That would be a fair bet to make. Hold, wait a minute. Are you drunk?
Yeah. Why are you drunk?
That is actually a good question. I have not considered. But you know what? Before we go on, we should probably let our listeners know what this show is. We haven't actually told people what they're in for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm glad you agree with the reality of the situation.
I do agree with you.
Yeah. So, back in 2018, Gibbs and her fiance thought that 2020 sounded like a great year to get married in.
Yeah, and 2020 had other plans.
Indeed, it did. So now her wedding has been postponed to
some indeterminate date in the future. And Shaw's recently single, and I gave him a +1 on my wedding because the entire prospect of him trying to find someone and bring them to the wedding is pretty hilarious to me.
I'm fucking heartbroken, and this is what my friend does to me. You are cruel and petty in ways that make me proud. I just want you to know that. Anyway, we figured that you might want to join us as we stumble our way towards actually growing up. Yeah, I figure that's a relatable thing.
Yeah, I think so. I read this article by Hernandez from 2018.
Oh, yes, that one.
Yes, that one where she talks about late adolescence and emerging adulthood is the time in most people's lives where we kind of figure out what we want and our goals and what we're trying to do because it's a crucial stage in the development of our identities.
You did research for the show.
Yes.
I was just going to wing it and, just win the people over with my charm and my good looks.
So nothing. I really like doing research because it just makes me feel like I'm getting my master's degree all over again.
It's good.
So I like to do research along with my other hobbies because I also have been making candles. I've been getting into some shoemaking, some whittling, some boondoggling. You ever get your hands in some boondoggles?
I'm pretty sure you just made that word up, as a matter of fact. So, no, I have not.
I've also been doing some weightlifting and crocheting, and now we're on to podcasting. Because I was the one that wanted to start this podcast with you. I don't know why. I was definitely drunk when I said that.
More than likely. I honestly don't even remember agreeing to this podcast. Now, granted, that might be the years of alcohol and drug abuse finally catching up to my memory.
Also, we don't hang out if we're not drinking.
Because
you are unpalatable without alcohol. It's all honestly been a blur these past 3 years I've known you.
It has been 3 years. It's weird.
Wild.
Yeah.
Despite all of my efforts in trying to get rid of you.
Yeah. But I just keep coming back.
like leg hair.
And cold sores.
I guess.
I think this will go well.
I mean, 2020 can't get any much worse, right?
Challenge accepted. So, in fact, I give us about probably 10 episodes before we implode. That's pretty fair. So, how's your fiance?
So Georgia's doing well. We actually have the house to ourselves for the next couple months.
Well, you two must be doing a lot of fucking. Has he gotten you pregnant yet?
I fucking hope not. I hate to start this podcast off with an abortion.
That's a fair point.
How's the date hunt coming along?
All right. Just to clear the air right now, I want our listeners to know I'm not really pressed about finding a date to this fucking wedding.
What's the point of this then?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's a very good question. You know, there are times there are times in a person's life they're confronted with questions like that. And I'm like, what is the point of this? All I'm saying is, if I can't find a date in a year, right? If I can't find a date in a fucking year, I'm just going to hire a hooker. In fact, I already have the money set to the side in a little piggy bank that says Gibbs Wedding hooker money.
Okay, so you're gonna hire a sex worker for the wedding?
Yes. In fact, the stripper that pops out of the cake at your fiance's bachelor party might also be my date to the wedding. I'll see if I can negotiate a 2-for-1 deal there. I am a haggler, if nothing else.
So you're gonna hire a sex worker for my wedding? Are you sure you have the money for that?
I mean, I'll hire them for weirder stuff.
What?
You know, instead of continuing down this potentially incriminating train of thought, I'm going to take the time to thank Olivia Kay and the Parkers for providing us with that awesome music in our intro. I just love that music, don't you?
Yeah, and I bet right now they're about regretting as he is to credit them on air.
Too late. We got it in writing. But seriously, how do we get here? You were actually supposed to be getting married today.
Yeah, now I'm in this room with the fucking creep.
Look, my question is, why get married in the first place?
I don't think I have the answers for that.
You were there. Like, who would have the answers if not you? All right, you know what? Let me rephrase. Why get married now? I know I said I was going to rephrase it. And I just asked you the exact same question.
You did.
Let me approach this question in a different way.
Okay.
Considering that there's been a 32% increase of millennials saying that they are going to put off marriage altogether compared to Generation X, why get married?
Where are you getting your statistics from?
I just made it up.
Okay.
So
That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
I felt the need to overcompensate because you actually did the work.
Naturally.
So I'm just going to make shit up as we go along.
Love it. Great.
Yeah. I'm sure it's something like that.
Would you like to hear the statistic?
Yes, I would.
Millennials getting married before the age of 30 has decreased by about 20% compared to previous generations. But that's because we prioritize education and careers and non-romantic relationships. But that doesn't mean we don't fucking want to get married. We just got other shit to deal with.
Where'd you get those stats from?
Hernandez 2018.
I should probably read that, but I just prefer to make this shit up. Anyway, fuck the statistics. How did you end up in this situation?
I mean, what do you want specifics? We just got engaged. You know, as one gets back from some fieldwork experience that after being away for 3 months and then proposes to a fiance, you know.
So you proposed to him.
Yes.
Did he cry?
Obviously. I am a romantic.
You are.
I know how to set the mood.
Oh, gosh. Was it an immediate yes?
It wasn't. I had to ask again because we were both sobbing.
Oh.
Like some fucking dickheads. We went to the mountains.
So you're in the mountains somewhere.
Yes.
You do have this deeply rooted desire to be a mountain man. A bearded giant mountain man, I think, is how you envision your spirit.
But genetics will only allow so much for me.
That's true. So you two are in the mountains, chopping down trees.
And I got a hotel with a nice view, like mountains and sky stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, nature. Like I brought some paint stuff up there because I got into painting for a bit. And we wanted to paint the sunset together, so we faced our little canvases away from one another, and we painted the sunset. And he turned his around to show me first, and he painted a very dark and gloomy sunset. It looked like the end of the world. I turned my painting around. It was vivid, full of color, full of life. And painted on it, "Will you marry me?" And then I turned it around and I showed him, and then I had the ring in my hand and just waited for him to say something. Just fucking say something. But he just said, "What?" And then like looked at the painting and looked at me, and then he cried, and then I cried, and then and then he, after I repeated the question, he had to say yes. Well, he didn't have to say yes. Well, he kind of did.
Yeah.
I'm a catch. He did say yes. And then I gave him his ring.
Who's the first person you told? Wait, when did you tell me?
The next time that we met up, because I remember I gave you the notebook I got when I was doing my field work that I bought for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you at the same time.
Which, incidentally, to give the people a little backstory on our friendship, see, I knew you for about, a year before you proposed to your fiance?
Yeah.
So for that year, I was steadfastly trying to get you to cheat on your then boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, like a bad friend.
But not with me.
No, that's gross. Yeah. That's super gross. That's super gross. That's
just with
really
someone
gross.
Else.
Guys, that's really gross.
That's
really gross.
I was trying.
I hate it.
I was just like the devil on her shoulder, just trying to get her to fuck some other guys. Up until that exact moment when you told me that you were getting married to him, then I was like, holy shit, this is real. I should probably stop. I should stop doing this. How do you find people react when you tell them that you proposed to him?
It's kind of wild because people just they think it's like a revolutionary concept. But they're much more supportive of if I'm telling the story. My fiance Liam has expressed to me when I'm not there and he tells people about how he got engaged, how I proposed. Certain people have said, are you okay with that? I wouldn't be happy about that at all. I would feel really emasculated by that. Why would you let a woman do that, essentially? It's just been interesting to see the range of reactions from people. When I told my father, he was just like, yeah, I was expecting that. Because my dad knows all his daughters are bad bitches. We're all fiercely independent.
I'm intrigued to meet them at the wedding.
Oh yeah, it'll be wild, dude. You'll be in for fucking something.
I am in for something.
Not my family. Stay away from them.
Are any of those single? It's in the 3
My
years
mom is. Don't fuck my mom, please. You did have a date. For
about 7 months.
Yeah. So what happened? What happened? What happened?
I don't think I have the answers for that.
You were there.
All right. What happened was the same thing that always happens.
By decisions.
Yes, that would be a fair assumption to make.
Every time.
Look, I'm actually on good terms with my ex. All right.
Yep, sure.
We're good. We're cordial. We're friendly. There's no hard feelings. Of course. And all that.
Never.
I don't like to rehash the past. All right. So
yeah, you do. You for sure do.
I don't like to rehash the past. I don't think we need to sort of allocate blame in this situation. It just ended. It just ended because it was for the best. And her. I've moved on. Time goes on, and all that other stuff. She's moved on. I'm sure she's happy. You can tell he's fine. Yeah, he's really fine. I'm not. I'm past it. But that's not to say I don't still have feelings for her. Obviously I have feelings for her. She was a good friend of mine. And occasionally I do wonder what she's up to.
Do you?
Yeah.
Probably just fucking her new boyfriend.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Look, all that matters here is
you can tell he's fine.
No one will get me like she did.
Earlier, though, when I was talking to you, you did mention about how the person that you had the most chemistry with.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Bringing off air on air.
We're good. We're cordial. There's no hard feelings.
He's fine.
All right. But I don't think we should say her name on air, though. So I think for the purposes of this show, we should just call her who or she who must not be named.
You're going to say that you're on good terms?
Because we are.
but also in the same fucking breath, you're just gonna call her fucking Voldemort.
You know, I was hoping you wouldn't notice that, so I'm just going to change topics.
Well, that sounds like somebody who's fine.
I'm just going to change topics.
That sounds like somebody who's moved on.
You're just going to ignore my attempt to change topics? Okay,
let's go.
I'm going to keep trying.
Let's move on. I'll jump on your back. Let's go. You make me so angry. And this is why my plans are to get as fucking buff as I possibly can, so I can beat the fucking shit out of you.
Yeah, you know, you'd be surprised how many people have said that to me in my life.
You know, but I wouldn't be surprised. So what are your plans?
Well, I'm back on Tinder. That's my plans for the foreseeable future.
But you told me that off air you had someone in mind who might be your next real relationship.
Whoa! They don't need to know all that. Yeah, you know, I would respond to that, but I'm actually going to take this opportunity to change topics. Hey, I got this new phone. Don't you like it? It's it makes calls. Hilariously, this new phone is actually making a big difference in my life. For a long time, I just thought I was ugly because I wasn't getting traction with the pictures I was taking and putting on dating apps. But now I realize I just was using an Android phone. I'm cute as a fucking button, dude.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
Jesus Christ.
You're not a total uggo.
Every morning when I wake up, I thank Zola for giving me another day, and I thank my mom for making such a handsome son. Yeah. But seriously, life has actually been pretty great for me. I lost a fuck ton of weight, picked up a few new hobbies, got a new job.
Yeah, how's the new job going?
It's good. I mean, it pays better than the last job. I got babies to feed, man. They're sugar babies, but they're still my babies nonetheless. Yes. And I need to maintain the appearance that I can maintain this habit. So it's occurred to me that post breakup, I think I've been making a lot of horrible fucking decisions.
Oh, just post breakup. Yes.
Yeah. I tried. Actually, no. I will defend the 7 months and 2 weeks that we were together.
Will you?
I was actually well behaved. I wasn't doing any of the stupid shit that I normally do.
Yeah, you saved that for later on.
Yeah. Things just went left. And now I'm making up for lost time. The 7 months of good decisions I made. Why don't you take my phone away from me?
Because you're still stronger than me.
All right, I need you to go lift as many weights as you can so that you can get buff, beat me up, and steal my phone.
I can only do so much.
God damn it.
So when you meet with your Tinder folk, are you wearing a mask and a condom? Or just condom, just mask, or neither, like a dirty plague bitch?
A little bit of both.
Yes. What the fuck? Are you really telling me you're not wearing...
Look. I'm just fucking around. I'm just joking. All right, look. I am.
Fucking good.
I'm dead serious about that.
You dirty bitch.
Firstly, yeah, I really don't mind wearing the mask. I don't mind wearing the mask. Plus, I realize the importance of it. So, absolutely, I wear masks when I meet up with these people. I'm kind of used to it, to be honest. In my closet, I have a full-on fucking gimp suit. Like, I'm used to it.
Hate this. Wanna go.
Do you know how difficult?
Drift away.
Do you know how difficult it was to find a gimp suit for a 6'3", 200-pound man? And secondly, yes, I wear condoms with every single partner every single time.
I'm too young to be an aunt.
Look, my idea is this: if you're reckless enough to let a guy like me, a guy as fucking sus as I am, fuck you without a condom, I don't want you at all. Like that's a type of craziness I cannot deal with.
You like that kind of crazy?
I like the you will potentially stab me to death in my sleep type of crazy.
Not the I will get herpes kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's not my kink.
I guess that's two different types.
You are actually surrounded by some expertly hidden.
I hate this. I hate this.
Some expertly hidden sex toys of mine. There's a funny story.
It's not a funny story. It's not.
I have a friend who recently moved to. I told her, I was like, hey, dude, are you interested in some like unused sex toys? I can ship them to you, because she's new to the state and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, yeah, sure, absolutely. And then 2 days later, I was like, hey, about those unused toys I offered you. Yeah, they're used now. And it was a good thing that I used them beforehand because, yeah, because
is it? And you're sharing this with me as if I care, as if I want to know.
No, here's the fun part. Is
the fun part?
One of them died. Can you imagine how awkward that is? To be like in the middle of a sexual encounter and then like the sex toy just dies on you. Luckily, I had a spare.
Sounds like the most awkward thing.
Oh yeah, I did have a spare, so we were good to go. But yeah, we will be doing we will be doing product reviews on a future episode, and that one will not be getting my full endorsement. Just so you know.
What a shame.
How did we get here into this conversation?
How did we get here?
This is a good question. We were there. We should know. Last thing I remember was your plans for the future. The wedding planning. There's a fucking pandemic out there.
There is.
I assume that has thrown a wrench into the wedding planning.
A small wrench.
Mm-hmm. I get the feeling it's not.
How astute an observation.
I am nothing if not observant.
It's fine. We're trying to figure it out. It's a mess. This world is a mess.
Yeah, because originally it was supposed to be out of state, right?
Yeah. Back up north, where I'm from, where you can only really have an outdoor event. So now we're just
Wait, this was supposed to be outdoors?
Semi-outdoors. We got a lot of smokers, so that's important to me.
that's yeah. Hey, we thought everything.
Yes,
and now you have to rethink everything.
No, I have to rethink everything. I'm not worried. I'm not panicked. It's fine.
I get the feeling it's not.
You were figuring it out. You know, like, obviously places are struggling right now. Our venue's trying to sell their business. We're trying to figure out what to do. Weddings are a fucking mess. It's a whole thing. Right. Everything's so much more expensive with weddings.
So the venues trying to sell the business?
Yeah, and they won't give us anything definitive whether or not we can still have our wedding with them. They're just kind of stringing us along. Won't give us our deposit back until if they sell.
Oh yeah, there is no insult. You're never getting that money back.
Oh my God.
I'm just gonna let you know that. I will give you the spoiler for that story right now. You are never getting that money back.
And it's not like it's like some bougie place. Like, we're very cash, me and Bartholomew, when we're trying to get married. So we're just trying to fucking do this thing super chill. It's not fine.
I'm glad we've had this moment where you can
because it's just a mess. I just want to have a fucking celebration where I can eat a bunch of food and get real fucking drunk and celebrate with my family and friends.
How has that worked out for you, though? Like, how's like the family and friends taking?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I have like 5 friends.
That is also
so
that is also fair.
I don't really have to worry too much about them. My family's massive, and they're very controlling.
Yeah, and I would imagine like the logistics of getting them to like travel.
It's not even getting them to travel because they're pretty much all in the same place, but it's getting them to just be calm about it. Like, I am very calm about it.
I'm thinking that you've been panicked this whole time. Maybe this is actually your call.
You know this is my calm.
Indeed.
This is the calmest I've been in months.
By months, I'm taking you mean this is the calmest you've been since we've started working together.
That's fair. You stress me out.
Have that effect on people.
Because now I'm like, let's just do this in a Google Doc. And you're like, yeah, that's fine. Google Doc, it's fine. And you send me a Word document. Like some kind of boomer.
Like, I did consider for a moment trying to figure out how to send a Google Doc.
It's
and I was
literally
like,
so easy.
Yeah, but I already know how to make a Word document.
But then you don't even use the Word documents that I make you and send you.
That's true.
What the fuck?
That's just a very deep-seated impulse to like disregard whatever structure you've set in place.
I'm gonna fire you.
But yeah, the family is a bit more tense about this than you are. Would you say?
Yeah, for sure.
And you said that things are getting a bit more expensive.
Yeah, man. everything for weddings is so much more expensive, and especially now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, luckily, our photographer is amazing. She's great. But anything that attaches wedding to it, it's going to be more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's like food and drinks or desserts. We didn't even want desserts. We didn't want flowers. We didn't want a DJ. We wanted none of this. We just wanted food and drink. And I'm not really too fussed about things other than the food.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also figure that you would just want to get shit-faced, since you're probably just gonna come to my wedding by yourself. I am actively keeping you away from my 53 sisters.
Yes. Which I've like noticed but never commented on until this point. You've never.
Yeah, now that I know that you might actually meet them, it is like more of an effort that I'm making.
There's more of an urgency behind.
There's such an urgency.
Like,
I'll fuck you up, dude.
Like,
I'm progressing so rapidly in my weight training. I will beat the fucking shit out of you if you sleep with anybody in my family.
Like, it's
anybody.
I am actively trying to
I will actively fuck your shit up.
Which does bring some renewed
I will fucking
urgency.
kill you.
It does bring some renewed urgency to me actually getting a date to your wedding.
Here's a question.
Yes.
If you don't find like a date to the wedding, do you think that you would bring like a friend or something?
Oh yeah,
or
but that's the problem. Like if I'm going to be traveling out of state to a wedding, I expect to get laid there. And that's
you've been to one wedding before. Why do you expect this?
It just seems like it's the thing that happens. So if I bring a platonic friend as my companion to your wedding,
are you the doctor?
I'm going to have to find, like, I'm going to be looking for someone there.
There's literally going to be nobody because I don't have friends.
But you have family, and that's the problem. That's the problem. So, serious moment. In fact, I'm going to use my serious NPR radio voice. I'm going to use my serious NPR radio voice here. Have you had any regrets? Has this whole experience of planning the wedding, paying for everything, then COVID coming through and ruining those plans and having to go through the whole process all over again, has this made you regret deciding to get married in the first place?
No.
Is that a no because you know your fiance is going to be listening to this?
It's a no because I feel like my family might listen.
Yeah, all right, that's all. But the wedding is still on, right?
I mean, yes. I spent fucking $1,500 on this dress. So
how much?
$1,500.
Why? Why?
What do you mean?
Wait, like, no.
It's
What do
cheaper
you mean? What do
wedding
I mean? What?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's fucking wild. I was getting dirty looks from the one.
Fucking vampires, it sounds like. That's what you could call them.
Because I told them my limit was like $1,500, and she kept showing me dresses that were like $8,000, $10,000.
Why? I would like. That's fucking weird. Dude.
It is comfy though, because
That's all that matters.
I made sure to get one that I could do some high kicks in for dancing and for fighting.
Yeah, because you have to like. So, yeah, because you have to wear it. You only wear it once. We have to wear it for a while.
Yeah, all day. And I wanted to be able to have it comfortable so I could eat as much as I possibly can. Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't want one that's super tight.
And you got to go pee in it.
I do. And it's pretty chill. It's not super poofy. It's real chill.
I mean, for $1,500, I better fucking cry when I see you in it.
I'll make you cry if you don't.
How about your fiance? What's his like...
He doesn't know what he's wearing because I told him I don't fucking care what you wear. So he wanted to do like a purple tux for a while. And there's purple nowhere in the wedding. So I was like, I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I'm going to support you in whatever makes you happy too, because this is both of our days. And then he's like, maybe a green suit. So I don't know. I don't know where his head is at. He doesn't want to wear a tie, and I'm like, I don't care. Don't fucking wear a tie then.
Not even a bow tie?
He doesn't like bow ties. Yeah, and his mother was like, he needs to wear a tie, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't care. Don't look like shit. That's basically all I'm asking.
Yeah.
So, Do you regret how things went with she?
You know.
Must not be named.
Not honestly, I don't. I joked about it earlier, but we really are on good terms. She was a needed person in my life, and now the ending of that relationship was needed as well. I think we're both probably in better places with better. Well, she's probably with a better person, but we're good. I'm good. She's good.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Although my mom still asks me about her.
Oh, I can't believe I still haven't met your mother.
You will at some point.
She knows about me, though, right?
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing. Every time I meet someone that I think is cool, I call up my mom. I'm like, yo, mom, I gotta tell you about my friend so and so. I use the term friend because I don't like labels.
Mom thinks you're fucking.
Yes. She thinks I'm fucking them because she knows I don't like using the label girlfriend or partner, so on and so forth.
I guess I'm kind of a dickhead.
She's going to assume, and then I have to explain.
Your mom, I think we're fucking.
Yes. even when we took that trip.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, no. We took a trip out of state together, and I told my mom that I was traveling with her fiance. Just because she would not suspect that I'm fucking your fiance. She would suspect that I'm fucking you.
Do you even... I appreciate you as a human. But just so you know, listeners, we've never boned. And we're not going to bone.
Yeah.
Don't ship us. Don't ship us.
Oh, yeah, don't. No, not at all. Yeah, don't do that. No, wait, do that. Like, as a matter of fact, send us as much fucking fan art and fan fiction as you possibly can. Yes.
No, I hate that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You think you hate it now? I have an even better idea.
Don't fucking do this shit. The
first person who sends me fan fiction of the two of us, like smutty, horrible fan fiction of the two of us, I'm going to read it on air and shout you out. I think that'd be a great way for us to cuss you out. I think that'd be a great way for us to interact with our fans, don't you?
I don't want to interact with anybody. It's not fucking funny.
It's a little bit.
It's not.
It's a little bit.
I hate it. It's not even a thing.
Oh, gosh. This was supposed to be our serious NPR moment. All right. I asked you if you had any regrets. I think that question was probably wrongly worded.
I think you're a fuck.
Like right now, would you consider yourself to still be as happy as you were when you proposed to him? When you decided you wanted to get married, are you still that happy, that enthusiastic?
Oh, hell yeah. I think Edmund and I are very, very good together.
Hey, just so you know, you've switched his name like 3 or 4 times.
Shut the fuck up.
I just want to know what reality we're living in for this particular episode.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
My grasp on reality is tenuous at best. I understand that. I just need to know which one we're in at any given moment.
Okay. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up.
Well, I think we're done here.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm. As for you
dirty bitches,
you uncouth degenerates,
you babbling, bumbling band of baboons,
you no good chuckleheads who listen to this whole show,
you should go wash your ears out with soap.
But before you do,
don't forget to subscribe.
We would say write a review,
but we all know our generation is too lazy for that.
I wouldn't.
And that's the end of the show.
Now go fuck off.